This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
My friend.
Go on.
You're busy as well, Jim, all over the place between Dynamite, Full Gear, lots going on in the AEW world, lots going on in wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. So for good news for some folks and not so good for others. You're referring, I'm assuming, to the WWE layoffs.
I am. I have to ask you. I wanted to talk to you about this before we get into this week is Chris Jericho 2001, but I wanted to talk to you specifically about some of this that's been going on, especially the last year. You sat in the chair, talent relations, have had lots of difficult decisions over the years, but we have never seen anything like we have in wrestling in terms of releases like we have over the last 12 to 16 months.
Well, you know, when you become a public company, it changes the ground rules throughout that whatever's the said company. And, you know, even though they had a huge profit, which is congratulations to them, but it was bad timing, I thought, to come off the heels of a big announcement that announced great profitability in the third quarter. And now on the heels, minutes after, you're finding out a lot of talents, and all of them are, you know, good soldiers. Their name came up, and you know what the criteria is. Is it creative? Is it issues that we're not aware of? Is it simply budgetary? Have some people overstayed their welcome? You know, I don't have a clue. I know that for all of them that got let go, they should not perceive this as the end of the world, because it sure as hell isn't. There's just no way that you could frame that and say, well, it's, you know, yeah, that's what we're going to do now, honey. Christmas is here, and we don't have any, you know. If you ran your budget that close, or you've got no, you know, no little stash of cash.
Nest egg, yeah.
And after working full time, you're not spending it on a lot of travel and T&E, or TNA, any other value you want to throw in there, but you're able to save some money, and you're not working, you know, 5 days a week. So you should be able to save some money on your trance that wasn't picked up by the company. And I just don't believe that any of those talents should be thinking that, I guess my run in wrestling is over. It's only going to be over if that is your choice. If your choice is that, well, you know, I don't know, then you may have your own answers. Maybe it's not that important anymore, and you're willing to go do something else and explore other opportunities. I don't know that. But I know that one of the questions I used to ask talents all the time is, what is your plan B? And if they had no plan B, and they gave me the old line about, I love wrestling, and this is all I've ever wanted to do, and I'm living my dream. If I get to, you know, get a contract with you, JR, blah, blah, blah. I used to question them on that, because here's what happens. You get into the process to this person that has one goal, and that is to be on, you know, WWE television. And if things don't work out, sometimes people make stupid mistakes to try to rectify it, or they become less of a team player. They're disappointed in the system. They're disappointed in what has happened. So the bottom line is, it's just up to all those individuals. Some of them can take time to work on their bodies. Some of them could take time to heal. You know, God forbid they may want to spend more time with their family. And there is this little thing called the holidays coming up in December. So I feel badly for them. I sound like I might not, but I've been in this position. And I always never went into the next day saying, what are we going to do? I always prepared for those rainy days. I'm a businessman. And so, and I think that's how they need to, for my feedback, that's what I would look at. Take this time to better yourself. You know, get bigger, stronger, faster, rest, clear your head, and be with your family. Common sense things. But I can tell you this, getting cut from the WWE or AEW or any other company, including companies called the National Football League, because you get cut doesn't mean it's over. And I hope that they can, a lot of them that listen, and I know a lot do, you know, I feel for you, but don't put yourself in a, you know, don't jump down the rabbit hole and say, I'm going to just get away from everything. I need time. Okay, if you need time, take time. But don't get up the next morning thinking, I just don't know what I'm going to do. This is horrible. Yes, it's horrible, but get over it. Get over it and move forward, improve yourself, and try to regroup, because there's a lot of folks doing wrestling right now. And if you're ready and willing and able, and you're a good locker room person and all that stuff, you know, what the hell? Give that a shot. Something else is going to come around. So like I said, that's the main message I would give them. I don't know why a lot of those people were cut. I like some better than others, just like anybody else. I'm not going to name any names, but if there's a place for them in AEW, I'm sure that will be explored. I don't know. That's not my area. That's Tony Khan's area. And I don't try to edge my way into that piece of the business. I was there for a long time, and I don't care to be back in that role again. It's just too much stress and pressure. And Tony's young, and you know, he's got control of his ship, man. He ain't got to call somebody to get can I sign this guy for X? Can I get this? Can I get $100,000 bonus check, signing bonus, all those things? He does what he needs to do that he feels is right for AEW. So we're lucky we have him. And I'm sure some of those folks, I'm not sure, but I would strongly assume that some will get a shot in AEW sometime in 2022. I'm guessing that, but I can sure see some fun things happening with some of the folks that will be available in that time.
Let my family save your family some cash. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need money out of your pocket, but we will save you money. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of how much. SaveWithConrad.com.
Yeah, some have already come out with positive statements, and you know, it's time to turn the page. But I think it's good to hear from you, someone who's sat in that chair in different positions, whether you're the one who had to move people out of certain roles in wrestling, or it's happened to you too. And there is life. You're out to tell them there's life on the other side. And even though the wounds are fresh, now is the time to start preparing and thinking about, hey, what I'm going to do. I'm gonna prove the doubters wrong. You know,
yeah, get better.
That's right.
Improve your skill set. And it's a very cosmetic business. So get yourself in the greatest shape you've been in. Work on your cardio. Spend time with your family. You know, take your wife or your significant other Christmas shopping or whatever. Do things that are normal, but all the while, when you have that time, those windows of opportunity, improve your game, get better at what you do. But if nothing changes, then how do you expect change to occur in your career and your life if you're not willing to change and make things better? You know what the world is looking for. You know what's important on television: look, athleticism, being in condition. And now somebody's going to say, well, you can point out exceptions to all the things I've said. I can only tell you from my own experience of having to let a lot of people go in my career, never a fun thing, and experiencing it myself. You know, I've been replaced. I got replaced one time on Raw when I think we're in Waco, where my Sooners play this Saturday in Waco. Going to be a tough game too. And they told me before the show, and Kevin Dunn in advance, I said, you know, you guys got your way of doing things, and that's your call. But I find it pretty stupid. You're telling your lead announcer he's done before his last show. Would it have hurt you to let me have a clear head on the show tonight? And, you know, then after the show's over, call me into your little cubby hole and say, you're done. But that's not how it worked out. I didn't think it was good timing, but it happened. I lived through it. I made it home. I drove home. I remember driving home, talking to Jan on the telephone a lot of the way. So she thought I was kidding at first. Goes, why would they do that? I don't know why they do a lot of things. It was just, it was time for a change.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.